Hi, my name is Nurul Alessandra binti Muhammad. My metric number is 71148 and my supervisor is Associate Professor Dr. Edwin Hamid, and I will present about my system, which is ISO Risk Management System. This project is developed for Perbayanan Nasional Berhad (PERNAS). The Risk Management Department will collect risk data from all departments every year. Before this, all head departments will submit and register data in Microsoft Excel to the Risk Management Department. The Risk Management Department will do checking and sorting the risk data in Excel. The staff have constraint to access most of the data that they need to access. Pernas has started planning to build a web-based system for a needed department and store the data into it so that it is easier for staff to access and submit the data. The risk management department in Pernas has started planning to use the system to store risk data so that it is easier for their staff to register risk. One of the work scopes for the risk management department is to collect risk data from all divisions and departments every year. Before this, all head department and divisions will register in the Excel template has been provided and submit manually by email to risk management department. After that, the risk management department will do checking and sorting before finalizing risk data. The problem that they are facing during the checking and sorting the register rate risk it is give impacts such as redundant, missing information, data was changed and not complete. If, if the data is not complete, the risk management department needs to contact the head department to complete the register risk. The old system has weaknesses, which is Excel template has no specific template that provided by risk management department. The template format will be changed automatically by the application on versions they use. Different versions application will impact the register risk when submission. Every year, we have an audit session from the Ministry of Finance when an audit session is being conducted. The risk management department needs to prepare the document and sort the register risk by department every year. This will cause a waste of paper because a lot of file and paper will be used. The objectives of this purpose project is to develop a web-based system risk management department for Perbayanan Nasional Berhad. Next to is staff registering and calculate risk that happens in the company. And lastly, to facilitate the risk management department sorting their tasks directly, accessing the risk information from the system when needed. Methodology that will be used in this project is the prototype model. The prototype model is a system development methodology in which a prototype is built, tested, and finally reach an acceptable prototype from which the complete system or product available for development. The model works best in situations where not all the project requirements are known in advance. It is an iterative trial and error process that takes place among the developers and users. The basic idea in prototype models is that instead of freezing the requirements before a design or coding, it can proceed. The throwaway prototypes is built to understand the requirements. This prototype is developed based on the requirement that is currently known. This prototype gives a customer real or actual feel of the system. By interacting with the prototype, it enables to understand the requirements of desired system. Prototyping is an attractive idea for complicated and large systems for which there is no manual process or existing system to help determine the requirements. There are several phases in prototype methodology. Firstly is initial requirement. Prototyping model begins with define the model of the requirements, analysis and requirement system. The user is interviewed to know the requirements of the system. Next, design, preliminary design or pre-design for the system is created after the requirement have been determined. It is just includes the important aspect of the system which gives an idea of the system. Prototype. Next, prototype. After collecting the information, pre-design is modified to form a prototype. This presents a rough design of the required system. Next, customer evaluation. As a part of the development process, the proposed system is presented to the user for consideration. Next, refining prototype. The Prototype is defined in the accordance with the requirements after the user has evaluated it. A final system is created based on the final prototype once the user is satisfied with the developed prototype. Next, development and testing. During this phase, the initial prototype is deployed and accessible to client. The clients can view or evaluate the initial requirements of prototypes and provide their feedback to development teams. And the last one is maintenance. The final product is designed and developed once the client has finalized a prototype. The system is regularly maintained to minimize downtime and prevent major failures. Next is literature review. This chapter will describe the research of study known as a literature review. The main purpose of this literature review is to study the background of existing system that related to common management system. After the background study is complete, a comparison between existing system and proposed system will be made and their strength and limitation. Besides that, this chapter also includes analysis and evaluate features that can be adapted or improved and get idea on any specific features related to the proposed system. Existing system. Falconer is a web-based system that provides mobile applications that can help users to conduct inspections and report observation on any device. Falconer enables employees to involvement for issues that matter by making the process of finding, sharing, fixing, and learning from issues and observation as easy as thinking about employees and as rewarding as being remembered for users. Falconer ensures the user to get unprecedented involvement and visibility to build safer, happier, and more productive workplace with employees. Next risk existing system is a self-site safety management system that is a smarter safety management system. Self-site safety management system conduct paperless safety inspection, audits and checklists on the go by uploading own safety forms or choosing from intensive library of verified templates. Then take safety to the next level with incident reports, toolbox stocks, and equipment tracking, hazard management, and much more. The last existing system is OpenRMF. That is a web-based open source tool that can manage checklists, track compliance, keep track of security, and export files. Since the system is an open source, the user can run this system on a local laptop or server by following the instruction provided by OpenRMF. OpenRMF has many features such as instant status in dashboard, track checklists, interactive reports, edit and upgrade checklists, filter vulnerabilities, and generate compliance reports. There are comparison between existing and proposed system. The function that have such as search information, response, edit or update risk, download risk template, view risk details, user friendly, filter risk, and language. For faculty software, almost have all function except for downloads and risk template. For site safety, there is no such information and no risk template. For OpenRMF, there are no function for response, edit or update risk and download risk. And the proposed system will include all the functions that stated, such as search information, response, edit and update risk, download risk template, view risk details, user friendly, filter risk and language. Next, requirement analysis and design. Firstly, the system will be using English language only. When users successfully log in ISO risk management system, it will be directed to the dashboard. The sidebar has many options such as risk management and feedback management. For risk management and feedback management, the system allows users to register, view, update, and delete information. Besides that, staff will complete risk information in the risk form and submit the risk registration. After submitting the risk registration, the status of the risk will be pending until the administrator from risk department approves the risk. The user can update the register risk if needed or requested by risk department. Next, requirement analysis and elicitation that shows the experience of using management system, frequent risks that impact the department every year, difficulties when preparing risk information documents and submission risk information. This is sample of physical design, which is dashboard, risk management, register risk form, and register risk information details. Next, implementation. There are 8 software that are used during the development. Firstly, XAMPP is used as a local host that provide development features environment for building and testing web application. Second, Sublime Text as a code editor to edit and markup code. Third, software is Composer that need to install in the Laravel to install PHP Laravel package. Fourth, software is command prompt that used to execute commands from Laravel or Git. Fifth is a Laravel framework as a framework for web-based development that provide powerful features such as through dependency injection, expensive database layer, queues and schedule jobs, and unit and integration testing. Sixth is Material Dashboard as template that provide new design and inspired by Google Material Design. Uh, The seventh software is Git as a control version software, and the last one is Bitbucket that is used for free cloud Git-based code hosting and collaboration tools. There are some constraints during the development phases. The constraint that is facing during the development is clients often want to change some information and requirements that has been designed during the initial requirement phase. So need to identify and address these constraints to ensure that the final product meets the client's requirements and expectations. Next is testing and evaluation. In testing and evaluation, I conducted functional testing and usability testing. For for functional testing, we conduct for three types of user, which are public user, administrator, and staff. The main objective of functional testing is to validate whether the software functions meet the expected results from the client's perspective. This functional testing will evaluate applications, features, input and output, and interaction with other system components. Test cases has been carried out to validate and verify the error in the single component unit. There are 5 modules for admin, 3 modules for staff, and 1 module for public users. It is just for public user. It is view for only view modules that has function view details of the risk, filter by department, and download this information. For staff, there are modules for risk management, user management, and feedback management. For administrator, there are modules for risk management, user management, feedback management, form management, and announcement management. There are strengths and weaknesses that can be discussed after usability testing has been conducted. After the strength, users find it easy to locate the information that need from proposed system. Besides that, a high percentage of respondents who strongly agree with the positive statements in the questionnaire indicate a high level of user satisfaction and confidence in the proposed system usability. There are few weaknesses of the proposed system that can be improved. For risk management module, they can provide simple explanation how to fill the details of some part so that users have clear understanding to submit risk information. In the risk management form and register user form can add symbols such as asterisk symbol to indicate which part are mandatory to fill. Lastly, there can add confirmation for delete button to ensure users not mistaken to delete this information directly. The last part is conclusion and future works. Next contributions, the ISO risk management has accomplished the objectives and fulfilled the requirements which are proposed in earlier of this project report. The development of ISO risk management system with Laravel framework and MySQL to store and retrieve data of the system is achieved. Next, the staff can directly access to the system and register or report risk. And the last one, the functionality and usability testing have been conducted and the users' feedback is obtained as they are able to do every function such as login, manage risk, and manage feedback and generate reports from the system. There are a few limitations that has been identified in this proposed system. Firstly, users registration is allowed for admin role only. Next, there is no staff information at the risk that has been registered. And the last one is the features such as filtering the risk information by year are not provided. There is potential of future works for the proposed system. The main goal of future works is to enhance functionality to meet evolving user needs and requirements. There are a few suggestions to improve the proposed system and they are listed as following. Firstly, implement yearly reports that allow the risk department to download the risk information yearly. Second, improve the system by adding an email function to notify users if there are any changes or update from administrator. And the last one, add features that automatically assign users when registering new risks so that risk department can directly know from which staff register the new risk. Last one is the conclusion. As the overall conclusion, the proposed system successfully achieved all the outlined objectives in the previous chapter that helped the organization to manage their records efficiently and effectively. The system limitations are being analyzed. The implementation are using PHP Laravel framework for development environment and MySQL for database to be easily maintained in the future. With the analysis of feature words for enhancement, this can overcome the system limitation that have been identified. Thus, the improvement must be accomplished on the proposed system to implement in real world. The last part is the system demonstration. This is the ISO risk management system, and then for public user, we go to the risk information button at the right side on top, and this is the risk information page that view the risk information. If you select by department, such as uh, equity investment, there is no records for equity investment, and then we can try human capital so that it show the risk management of the from HR department. So we can click on this visible button to view more details on the risk management. So we can close this, and there are function to download the risk information. So we return to the home page, landing page, and then we can sign in as admin at Pernas, and use the password secret and login. So it will return to the dashboard. This dashboard is provide for all users, for users, admin, and staff. Users can view their profile, and then we go to the dashboard and view the new feedback, new announcement, and active user and total register. So for the risk management, we get in risk management at the left button, we have at the sidebar, we have risk management, user management module, update form content module, feedback module, and announcement module. First, we go to the risk management. We go through register risk. We can register risk first. We can select any division and department, risk category, we can click on this button to view the information of the risk category, which category we want to include in the form. This is as a guide. So we can enter risk ID 123 and risk events such as testing. The course key, we can choose any that related to the risk, such as we choose people, uh, people has danger. If for effect and impact, we can testing anything, preventive, prevent prevent the risk that will happen, detective, detective, detect the risk that will happen. For corrective, there is no, and action plan, there is no, because we don't know the action plan. So the impact is such as minor, and the likelihood is unlikely. The timelines we give 3 months to solve, and then we click save. 123 is duplicate key, and then we return try at 73 and likely, and this is our risk that has registered just now, and this will return to the risk list page. In this risk list management, we can upload file of the risk management and download risk template. We can click on download and it will upload the risk template. So for department, same as the public user, we can sorting by the department, such as digital support, and then it will filter the risk based on the department. And then we can download. It will download all the information, all the risk information. So this is the information that we registered, just that we have registered in the system. So we can click simple to view, and it will view the risk list. The risk details. We can return to the risk list again, and we click on this button to update the risk, and then we can go through to, if we want to delete, we can just delete the data, and then it will did not appear. For the user management, we can go to register new user, such as users test earlier, test user, and the password is SECRET 1234. Staff name test user, and staff number is random, and email test user at fornas.my. For work phone, we just random. Current designer, current designation is executive. For roles, we set as staff, division as franchise business, department section. We can choose investment, monitoring, and office location at 17. We can save, and new user has been registered as staff. So same as previous example, we can click this to view the details of the user, and we can update the user information, and then the last one, we can delete the user information. Okay, basically that is the user management modules. For update from content, this is there are division, department, impact. This is basically for form that is we want to update the content in the form, such as this is impact in the register risk form. There are impact like this. So there are catastrophic, major, moderate, minor, and significant. So if we update in the update form content, for impact we update and we can add something. There's impact name, and we save, and it will appear in this list. So we return to the risk form, and then in the impact section there are impact name that we have registered just now, that is to update the form content. And then there are division, department, impact, this category, likelihood, and cost. So for update, let's do the example for updates impact. We choose impact. So we try to update this test impact name to um, test the impact information. And then we click on update, and it will update the information. And if we want to delete, we can delete, and then it's just delete like that. Okay, so for the feedback, same as the user and risk management. So we can try to update feedback. There's feedback. There is box in the system with software, and then we submit. So new feedback has been registered, and then we can go to the dashboard to view the feedback. There is box in the system, please solve the problem. Okay, so in the feedback list we can view, we can update the feedbacks, but we can view only, and then we can delete the feedback. Okay, so there is no feedback that we have deleted. Same as announcement also same as delete. But this is for admin side only. So for admin side, we can view the risk, the announcement, and then we can edit the submission until, let's say, July 2024, and then we can update, and then it will update. So if we want to delete, we can delete. And for announcement, we can also register test announcement list. For the description, please submit the risk information before 1st August 2023, and then we submit. It will return to the announcement list. This is the we just submit the announcement management just now. This is for admin side, and then for 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 staff side, we can try register. We can try register user. Just now, test users at parnas.my, and can okay. So this is a dashboard for users. And there are, for the sidebar, there are risk management module and feedback modules only. That's all in the system. Thank you. That's all for me. Thank you, Madam Eason, as my examiner, and thank you to the Associate Professor Dr. Edwin Anamin as my supervisor.